She came home at 6:47 a.m. Not the usual 2 or 3. This was later, or earlier, depending on how you look at broken things. The front door slammed into the wall. Her heels scraped the floor like a warning. She smelled like someone else's night. Alcohol, sweat, perfume that didn't belong in our house. But the way she walked in, that was the real confession. Unsteady, careless, comfortable, like a woman returning from a place she had already chosen over me. I didn't speak. I just watched her. She didn't notice I wasn't alone. Not yet. "Where were you?" I asked, softly, almost politely. She scoffed, a small, ugly sound. "Don't ask me stupid questions," she snapped. "It's none of your business where I was. None of your business." My wife. She rolled her eyes and tossed her purse. But the moment she turned, really turned, her breath caught. Her gaze dropped to the person sitting on my lap, and her entire face fell apart. She didn't scream. She didn't speak. She just crumpled. Shock swallowed her whole. And that was when the story truly began. It started with a message 3 months ago. One of those short, careless ones that didn't look suspicious unless you were paying attention. I wasn't, not at first. But my gut tightened. Something in her smile didn't match her words. Something about the way she placed her phone face down, how her fingers hovered too long, felt wrong. Then came the late nights, the excuses, the sudden urge to go for a drive at 10 p.m., the smell of cologne that wasn't mine. I didn't accuse her. I didn't fight. I didn't even let her see me noticing. People lie best when they think you trust them. I let her believe that. But inside me, something quiet and cold began to move. A slow, creeping suspicion that felt like a thin wire tightening around my ribs. Little signs gathered like dust in the corners of my mind. A second phone hidden in her car. A receipt for a hotel she claimed she never visited. 2 wine glasses in the sink after I returned from a work trip. A man's jacket folded under our bed. Nothing explosive, just hints. Small things that knife you gently, so you bleed without realizing when the first cut happened. I became 2 people. The husband she thought she could fool, and the man silently gathering truth behind her back. Phone records, location logs, bank statements, screenshots of messages she thought she deleted. I wasn't frantic. I wasn't desperate. I was patient. Every discovery tightened the silence inside me. Every lie sharpened the blade I was quietly building. The final piece arrived in a way that almost felt staged. A picture, sent to her by mistake. Or maybe sent to remind her who she belonged to now. Him. Someone I knew. Someone who sat in my house. A man who held my newborn daughter at the hospital. A man who toasted to our marriage. A man I trusted enough to call a friend. The picture wasn't even explicit, just intimate. Too intimate. His hand around her waist, her face buried in his neck. Her smile, the one she stopped giving me, soft, unguarded, alive. My heart didn't break, it calcified. I didn't confront her, I confronted him, quietly, calmly, deadly in a way only silence can be deadly. But I only said, "Come to my house tomorrow morning. Sit. Wait." He agreed. Guilt makes a man obedient. So he sat on my couch at dawn, shaking, regretting, praying I would shout instead of stay calm. Cowards fear calm, especially when it comes from someone they hurt. He asked why he was there. "You'll know," I said, and he did. Because when she stumbled in drunk at sunrise and saw him sitting on my lap, her world split open. Her lip trembled, her knees gave out, her hands fumbled for the air like she was drowning. But I didn't touch her, didn't help her, didn't move. I simply lifted the folder, set it on the floor between us. Every message, every picture, every lie. "Read," I said. She did, or tried to. Her breath hitched with every page. Her eyes filled. She looked small, and for the first time in months, beautifully honest in her fear. "Please," she whispered. "No." Just that. A single word that killed whatever hope she had left. Her lover put his face in his hands. She reached toward me. I stepped back. She shattered. Not loudly, just quietly enough to let me enjoy the final collapse of all her secrets. I walked to the door. I didn't pack a bag, didn't take anything, just my keys. "I'm not staying in a house where I have to compete with lies," I said. Her tears didn't move me. His apologies didn't touch me. I opened the door, stepped into the morning air, and felt more alive than I had in years. Behind me, she sobbed my name. I didn't turn around. Some people lose everything in a single moment. Clarity. And the realization that sometimes the most painful truth is the one that frees you. My final thought as I walked away was cold, sharp, and pure. I didn't lose her. I just finally saw who she really was.